Thanks for listening to the AZ12 podcast, proudly presented by Little Caesars. 15% off any online order. Code SAVE15, code LCFREECC for crazy combo with the pizza purchase. All right, with Jason Shear, I'm merely Mike Luke. Now we are joined by the men of the moment. We have Curtis and Josh from Alkeme. Hello, guys. How you doing?
We're doing great. How are you guys doing?
Not too bad. Not too bad. First of all, let's talk about this a little bit. I get a lot of people that have asked me the first thing, and I'm sure you guys get this all the time, and I looked it up, so I know, but I figured I would let you guys know. Where did you get the name Alkeme from?
You know, it's kind of funny. When we started the business, we merged 6 businesses together to form a more transformative business, and that's really the definition of Alkeme. So we looked it up, we saw the definition, and then I didn't like the spelling, so I took the phonetic spelling because that's how, you know, I got through school, was looking at phonetic spelling. So here we are.
I think what makes you guys a lot different and what's so cool about this partnership that you have with the U of A and, well, with AZ12, yes, is that you guys are U of A fans. That is the coolest thing about it. This isn't some situation where it's like, you know, 2 bigwigs that are off in France that don't even know what a basketball is. You guys
do croissants. I heard that.
Yes. Yeah, but just talk a little bit about your U of A fandom and how you guys got here.
My story is a little different than Josh's. So I actually went to University of Colorado Boulder my freshman year. I was actually recruited to ski there. So I was on the freestyle ski team there. So I did moguls and skied my way out of college basically almost, and went down to U of A in March, and I had a bunch of friends down there and went to a pool party, and I said, where's the admin building? Point me in the direction. I'm going to make a transfer down here. I'll get off the slopes and into the desert, and the rest is history for me. And then I met Josh, obviously, through our fraternity. And Josh can tell you his story on how he got down. But I'm from Southern California. A lot of kids go to Arizona. Pretty typical thing. And it's a great school. And
yeah,
this couldn't have been a better decision for me personally.
All right, Josh, how'd you meet Curtis?
So, I met Curtis when he was Russian. And like I had some buddies that were at CU, and we hit it off right away. And, you know, one thing led to another, became fraternity brothers. But yeah, I grew up in the Bay Area and did checked out a couple colleges. And I mean, I remember walking around U of A, and, you know, we walked by Kippy's. I was with my dad, and there's like, you know, 50 people out there, hot chicks everywhere. And it was just a big part of my, there's no way I'm not going here. So
everybody in the comments asking what frats, and Jervis, when he said rushing, that means that they're rushing, not that he's Russian.
I was rushing the inline. No, Cap Alpha Order, K. Was our fraternity. Yeah. Cap Alpha was our fraternity. We were lucky enough to meet each other there and meet a good group of people. And honestly, I had no idea that we'd ever be, 1, working together, 2, standing on the court at McKell doing a deal like this. So, you know, it's been a wild journey. Let's just put it that way.
All right, so let's get into it, guys. This has been a very, very special season for Arizona basketball. You guys are obviously a big part of that. Let's talk about what you see on the court, though, because, you know, before the season, we were talking about it on the show, and we're like, you know, with that out of conference, just go 3-3 against, you know, the top 15 teams you play. Little did we know that we'd be 20-0.
No way. Josh and I actually got a chance to go out to Connecticut, watch the Connecticut game live. And we were sitting on literally next to the student section, and it was one of the loudest environments I've been in my entire life. And the team's different. You know, you can just feel it. It feels very reminiscent of the olden days when we were there, what I call the golden era of Arizona sports, when, you know, we were there from 92 to 97. And that was a pretty good time to be in sports at Arizona. If you can think about that 12-1 football team in 98. 94 right. Final Four, 97 championship, you know, obviously a lot of great teams. So Fiesta Bowl, with watching Chuck Levy. And, I mean, I could go, we're diehard as diehard could be. I was actually a UCLA fan growing up. And then as soon as I moved to Arizona, I was like, screw UCLA. They're done. They're toast. Right. Never watching them again. They're your mortal enemy. Yeah. So we love the sports. We love this team. This team, I think, from my perspective, you know, they win differently. And that's what I love is when one goes down, the next one steps up. They play differently, and they fill each other in from different perspectives. And I think that it's just it's a different program. When you could feel it in stores when they came back on us, and Bradley made that insane move under the basket. And Josh and I just looked at each other and was like, whoa, we're going to win here. And let's get out quick. That was our 2 thought processes, because I kept getting yelled at every time I was trying to go to the bathroom. So I just figured I wouldn't go to the bathroom anymore.
You guys have obviously seen some games back when you were U of A, but now and all that. Is there one that just like sticks out to you? Where like, man, I remember when I was there. That
7-Up shootout, baby. You remember the 7-Up
Cincinnati,
shootout?
yeah.
Let's go.
I was at that
Just
game.
dropping that, and I was at the game. I was sitting at my house at 9th and Tucson. Just got out of the pool, was watching the game in a towel, and I think we destroyed our house when he hit that shot. That was, for me, one of the most fantastic things I've ever seen in my entire life. And then we got to watch Love do it last year against Iowa State. And we were at my house together, Josh and I, and we were pissed as all hell. And next thing you know, I go, Love's got a shot. And he hit that. We freaked out. And then we got a chance to meet his parents in Tucson. So
right,
mom and his dad. So those are a couple.
I was at the 7-Up shootout. That game still rings bells. That day, that Cincinnati team with like Danny Fortson and yeah. For sure.
Remember, they ripped the locker room apart. If you remember the articles that came out, they busted up the chalkboard, which was funny that there was a chalkboard back then, but shows you how old we are. But that one, I can take the easy ones like 94. The Final Four run was great. Standing in O'Malley's lines and having to pull a TV out to the crowd, like when we're sitting in line on the rollout carts, like the AV carts, so we could try to watch some of the game before we got in. And there's many memories for sure.
All right, so talk a little bit then, because we are in the 21st century. Everybody's got naming rights now, and it is a good thing for universities because, again, universities get money from this. This is a money-induced business. Talk a little bit about how you guys, how you got to the point you are, and then, what, the negotiations back and forth with the U of A, and just kind of how this all came about.
Yeah, so honestly, and I'll let Josh talk more to the foundational part, but I started giving personally, and I was working with a gentleman named Mike Smith, who was a great guy at the University of Arizona, tremendous guy. Mm-hmm. And he just started connecting the dots. He's like, well, if you're going to put it in here, then why don't you talk to Brian Rooney? And then Brian Rooney's at ASC, and he's like, I think we have some opportunities that you might be interested in as a company, because he learned more about our company, did some research, did what he's supposed to do, and ended up talking to them. And their team works tirelessly, man. I got to give them respect. They came hard. They came to play. We were looking at the football stadium originally. We were looking at a number of different assets across the United States just to spread the brand of Alkeme, because we're in 35 states with physical locations across the United States. And this popped up, and we're like, this is a no-brainer. Like, if we can get in there, if we can actually pull it off, it's a no-brainer on so many levels for us. And Josh, you can talk about like how we looked at it.
I thought Curtis was bananas. Like, when we were talking to Brian Rooney, so we had a call with Foundation, Eller School of Business, and athletics, and it was tossed around. Curtis like, dude, we should take a look at it. And I'm more, from a strategy kind of conservative. And I'm like, come on, this doesn't make any sense. And Chris like, let's run some numbers. So we did some financial modeling and looked at all the assets that we were potentially getting in the deal, and it started penciling out. And you know what? This actually, we can make this thing work. And, we're heavy in commercial insurance, and we've got access to some amazing U of A partners, both from the business school, from athletics, and you get a couple deals, and it's gravy.
Right.
And so, getting the eyeballs overnight. We're a household name in Tucson.
And so talk a little bit then about with Alkeme. Talk a little bit about, obviously it's insurance. I've spent a lot of time on your guys' website. You guys do a lot of stuff, but just talk a little bit then just kind of about, because we got a bunch of people in the comments, because it's a pretty diverse operation that you guys run.
Yeah. So, we were founded, technically Alkeme was founded in 2020, but it was a collaboration of 7 companies that came together, like I said earlier on. And we started right in the middle of the pandemic, man, and we got private equity backing, and we went and started growing the business. And, I know people think private equity is the devil and it's a dangerous thing, but, it's kind of a reality in sports today too. And we've grown the business significantly. We started with about 100 employees. Now we've got 1,500 employees and growing. And the good part is, as you do that, you stretch across the United States, and you've got to really get brand recognition through that. And so, like, hey, look, we couldn't have it look like a vanity play. We couldn't be like, hey, it's all about us and it's all about us going to Arizona. But really, we wanted to go home, man. Yeah. We wanted to go back to Tucson and be a part of this, be a part of the community, to grow in Arizona. We've got offices in Arizona, mainly up in Phoenix area. But we said this is a no-brainer to get in and really grow with the community, get back to where we were raised, where we cut our teeth, help out with the Eller School of Business, which I wasn't smart enough to get in, boys. I was a poli-sci major, so they politely asked me to step aside and go over to the poli-sci department. So I figured I'd be an attorney, but the company's been fantastic. We've had fantastic growth. We've got a competitor of ours that actually is residing there in the good old Tucson. Mm-hmm. We were a diverse company. We do everything under the insurance banner, even going down to financial, wealth management. We do everything under the sun, trust and estate planning, commercial insurance, as Josh mentioned, personal insurance, high net worth, planes, trains, automobiles, anything you can think of that you can insure, we can do it. But the biggest, most compelling part for us was the brand, the recognition of the brand, the legacy of the brand, and then the ability for us to come home and tell the story in a way that we thought made a lot of sense, and that we weren't going to be disrespectful to the brand. Right. We were not going to treat the brand like a dirty napkin and just drop a check and walk away from it like some would. And so we thought this would be a good play for us, and we want to make it our home.
Yeah, and Josh, to kind of piggyback a little bit on what Curtis said, I got to give you guys a ton of credit, because a lot of people would have come in here and just said, we're paying a lot of money for this. We want what we want, and you guys still kept McHale Center. For people out there, it is still McHale Center. There has been an addition to. It is an addition to, not in lieu of. So I think you guys towed that line perfectly, to be honest with you.
Yeah, and I've got to give Desiree a lot of credit on that in the athletics department, and the way they functioned on it too as well. And when we started to discuss it, Josh and I felt that it was important to keep McHale in it, and they were adamant that McHale had to be a part of it, but we had to figure out what makes sense, right?
Right.
We've got investors. We've got 1,500 people that we're responsible for. We can't just make decisions to go spend money willy-nilly. We've got to actually really make it make sense. And so we felt that this was the best way to keep the rub down on it, obviously, and to keep the McHale legacy there, Pop McHale. I still say most of the people on the boards don't even know who Pop McHale is, but hey, that's right. Between me and my own thoughts. I do. I know exactly who he is. I taught my children the whole story. I taught about Pop McHale. I taught about Bud Solomon. I talk about everything. I've read Lute's book. We say diehard. We're pretty diehard. Josh can tell you that I call him pretty much the first half of every game. Lighting him up and go, I can't believe they're slow starting this. I can't believe this is going on. And he's like, pump your brakes, calm down. It's going to be fine.
Well, that's when what's funny? That's when you're a diehard friend and a diehard fan at the same time. Because if your friend isn't calling you during the game to either complain or say, did you see that? You're not really that close.
And we've got a chat on our phone that's called the BTFD chat. And it's got Wilbur as our little pin. So we made some bets, and if we win the Natty this year, I guess Josh and I are going to be getting a couple tattoos. And that's an interesting thing that we made. We made an agreement with the athletic department that if Arizona wins the Natty, that we will get. Now we're going to get the old Wilbur with his guns drawn on our rear end. So that's kind of a funny thing.
She We talked about that with her and Brian Rooney. So they said they pulled the logo out for us.
I got an idea for you. You guys should get an Alkeme tattoo on your back, and it has like the block A, and then you're backing the A, and you also have your product at the same time. How about this? Can we do?
I love
it. If you do it, we'll do it.
If I do it,
Mike, that sounds like a.
Are you in?
If I get
volunteering. If I get tats, why not?
If I get all right, if you guys get an Alkeme tattoo with the block A, I will do it as well. How about that?
And mind you, I have 0 tats. So I've been in the chair 3 times in college and backed out 3 times. So here we go.
So one thing I'd like to add is we've been lucky enough to see how the sausage is made, kind of behind the scenes with the athletic department, and I think everybody needs to know we're in amazing hands. I'm sure there's a lot of athletic departments around the country that are just all about the dollar, and U of A is a special place. It's got just some amazing things going on. It's got a lot of love, and we felt that within the athletic department. It wasn't just like business. It's really about family, and I think that's why they chose us. They had opportunities to work with other people as well, and they just saw the value from the brand, as well as just bringing people that want to be back in Tucson and help back the A.
Yeah, well, the thing about you guys too is you're normal people. You're approachable. That's the cool thing about it. I think, like I said, I think a lot of times, like we said, it's kind of the French, or like the king of the castle type thing. Do not approach me, servant. You guys you're just normal people that have obviously.
You're going out on a limb saying we're normal, but yeah, I understand what you're saying.
I'm giving you a compliment because I would never call myself normal. So,
if you ask anybody who went to college with us, we may not be considered normal. That was funny. And Sheer was at the presser, and they asked me how my college experience was, and I just started laughing. I said, I'm not getting into that. There were no cameras. Let's just put it that. But we back PA. I love seeing that. We love it. And my daughter goes there. My daughter's a freshman. Mm-hmm. Jason saw her there at the press conference. She was decked out head to toe. She's fallen in love with the old Pueblo, and couldn't be happier. And we continue to send our kids through there. And it's just been a wonder. Harbor to the West, baby. Come on. Who else wants to get education out there? Let's go.
Sure.
It's funny. We were kind of joking before the show, but you guys knew there'd be some blowback when you did this, people freaking out and all that. How do you guys kind of approach that overall? And it's like, hey, like this is college athletics now.
Yeah, I mean, look, the fact is we need changing anything with Mikel is going to be, there's going to be major pushback. And people started on the boards when Casino del Sol came in on the stadium, right? Mm-hmm. And so we wanted to be very cautious about how we approached it, and understand that we have to respect the past but build for the future. And I think I talked about that in the press conference. It's super important to think about where athletics are today from a business perspective, which it's become, as you guys know way too well. And what the needs are of the program, the facility upgrades that we need to compete to get these recruits to come in. And look, it's not lost on us. And in basketball, you get 2 or 3 players and you could change the trajectory of a program, right? And you've got schools like University of Utah, which we have an office I'm sitting in right now. They got that $500 million PE deal coming in. They're going to rebuild Huntsman, and they're going to go after 3 hard-hitting players, right? And they can do that BYU thing, where they can try to redirect. And look, we know the guys that run the NIL for BYU. We bought a couple of companies from him. And I'll tell you right now, he's not been shy about saying they're willing to pay for it. And they got the money to do it. And so that's just kind of where it is today. And so we were in a position, luckily enough, to give back. And this is a way that we can give back in a meaningful way and help our program. And then we get the rewards of seeing them keep continuing the legacy moving forward.
And it's like I tell people as well, this isn't 1997 when you guys were having to merely watch national championships and top 5 finishes. It must have been really difficult.
Hey, by the way, 1997, we almost lost to South Alabama in the first round. Yeah, and I remember
Providence.
I'll tell you right now, I was sitting at a blackjack table in Laughlin, Nevada, and some old guy was spouting off to me about how Lute Olson couldn't get past the first round. And he pointed at the TV. And I said, oh, yeah, we're going to win the national championship. And I walked off, and I had no clue. I mean, I think we finished 5th in the pack that year, if I remember correctly. Yeah. And so it's kind of funny though. But yeah, it's.
I remember because I was like, I think I was like 11 at the time, and I was doing sit-ups at my parents because I was nervous. And no, seriously. And then
me out, man.
But Miles Simon just lived at the free throw line for about the last 8 minutes of the game, and I'm like, all right, well, we'll take this one.
Hey, how about Bibby just ice in his veins? I mean, like, look, it reminds me of Burry's, right? Burry stands up there and he's just Drano every time. No pressure, no feel.
Let's talk about Burries and Pete a little bit, because I think this also kind of goes into what you guys are doing here. Is that this is a different era. This isn't 1997 where guys, you get your cat card and then you're on your way. Boom. These guys are all getting paid. The facility upgrades are a massive thing. I still remember that U of A football dungeon that was the weight room in the 90s when you guys were there. It looked like Sal Point or something. And I don't mean to disrespect Sal Point. I mean, these guys all get paid. You got $1 million players. You've got, and Arizona needs money. It just doesn't come out of nowhere. And, that's where, again, it's a money game at this point, fellas. That's just the way it is.
Yeah, that's where you got to, like Josh said, I think, is give credit to the athletic department, right? I mean, Desiree and then the ASC team worked together to do it. They've raised a ton of money. More importantly, I think what they've done is they're recreating an environment where the alumni who are the heavy donors, we know who the ones that are still donating, but the ones that have stopped donating are coming back into the fold. Mm-hmm. And so we're working tirelessly to bring in people from the Phoenix area that have felt like they haven't been part of the program for a while. We're trying to bring them back into the fold and get them to kind of re-engage. And I think that's been a big emphasis on their side as well. And part of it's growing the brand, right? I mean, like, you got to go to where these people are coming from, and you got to go and actually try to recruit that money back in and get them to feel the love. And remember, we want Tucson to be the community that we love and cherish, which it is, but we also have to expand beyond that in today's economic environment to get the dollars that we need. It's not going to come out of Tucson. It's just not. It can't. But you got to be respectful, again, of the community, be engaged in the community, be respectful of the community, but then help them bring it to the next level. And that's what we're all about, really, honestly, as a company. That's what we're about. We're about growth. We're about opportunity. We're about entrepreneurship. I love the fact that you guys started your own podcast. I was so supportive of that. I think that was bitching. Like these are cool things that you guys are doing, and credit to you guys, man. You reached right out to us. We're like, come on, let's go. Let's do something,
Well, we're incredibly privileged to be partnering with you guys just because of what you mean to the U of A. I mean, seriously. And, I'm going to just keep saying it again. I mean, it's very nice just knowing that you're U of A fans, that you're fully invested in this, that you want to see Arizona do well. And honestly, I just, I can't thank you guys enough. I mean, on a personal level, at a U of A level, I mean, you stepped up to the plate and you were the perfect people for this time, honestly, because, I mean, anybody who's been at any level, and obviously my business is a much lower business than what you guys are, obviously, than what you guys run. But a lot of times some people come in and they say like, hey, I want it this my way or the highway type thing. And the way that you guys were able to massage this and get the best for both parties has truly been amazing. I mean, just a big tip of the cap to both of you fellas.
No, we appreciate it. And we appreciate all the fans. And the ones that are upset, we appreciate you too. We understand. Like, I had a couple people at the game tell me it's always Mikkel to me. I said, hey, me too. I get it. Yeah. I understand that feeling. But by and far, I think that's been very positive. We're very popular with the 70 plus set, especially at the Arizona Inn over there. They're all coming up and thanking us. It's pretty funny, but it's interesting.
All right, guys, before we let you go, let's get your prediction. Are you back in the A all the way to the national championship? And let me ask you, if we're in Indianapolis, listen, you guys are the VIPs of VIPs at this stage. You will be in Indianapolis, though, correct?
Oh, you bet your ass we will be.
That's the last time I was in Indy was 97.
RCA Dome, baby.
Enough to go to the game.
Right. Oh, that's great. Oh, yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. We will buy you a beer in Indianapolis, my friend. Hey, you said you're going to San Diego, right?
And we're going to be in San Diego. Try to meet up on Sunday. I'll be there. Hopefully, we're going to win on Friday, and then we'll carry it on to Sunday, and I'll be at that game. So I'd love to see you.
All right. And also the other thing, too, that's amazing about the professionalism of you guys is you guys are on point on your emails. There's like a response back within like 2 minutes. It's amazing. I can't tell you like.
Either that or we have no life. You do this in there. So.
Well, you might not have had a life to be able to get the life you have now. Look at it that way.
Well, I still think there's a couple, memorabilia places in dirt bags that we probably have. And running into Mark over there was quite the experience the other day when he went in for lunch. I was like, whoa.
Memories.
Hell yeah, for sure.
That's when we celebrated the deal when we announced it at U of A. We went straight over to dirt bags and
it's a part of growing up, apparently.
All right. We've got a ton of comments in there at T-Burns826. Thanks for the sponsorship of U of A and the show. Very much appreciate that. McDeath, Alkeme Arena. I mean, you just got a lot of, like I said, you got a lot of support here, fellas, and there's a lot of people very appreciative of you, and you're just getting started.
Hey, listen, back the A, back red, white, and blue. How can you not like red, white, and blue, baby? I don't know. You just got to get involved. Get out there, and you know what? Every donor counts, man. I'll tell you that. Like $25, $50, whatever you can give, seats you can buy, whatever you guys can do, that's my pitch. Do what you can do, what you're capable of doing. And if you're ever in a position where you can give on a more, meaningful level, then do it. That's it. I mean, if it's in your heart, then go for it. And we wear it right here, I mean, it's literally the gear that we wear. So we're proud.
Curtis and Josh, like I said, can't thank you enough. And, we're going to have you on. You guys obviously have an open invite whenever you want to come on. This has been awesome. And just want to get the people to get to know you guys a little bit more because you got a really cool story to tell.
Yeah, Josh wants to tell his college story. So have him back on. We'll have a whole retreat on all his experiences in college.
I can see, you know what it is? I can always see it's always the successful, kind of laid back guy that's always the one that's generally got some stories there.
C student. Like my dad said, I thought you'd be a doctor with how much time you spent in school. Not so much, Dad. But no, it was a great experience. Thanks, guys. We appreciate it. We love the partnership.
For sure.
We're super excited, and we love the community, and we appreciate the support.
You guys are the best. And like
Appreciate
I said,
it. Thank you guys.
but we'll see
You
you in
guys
San
rule.
Diego.
Hey,
And-
you guys got a big guest coming on, so get kicking to him because he seems to be more important than us.
No, well,
So-
I'll tell you what, you mean more to the U of A than he does. So
We'll get that dude to back the A.
yeah, well, we will. I'll get it back from him. But, all right, Curtis, Josh, we'll talk with you guys soon. And again, you guys have been amazing. Very much
Thanks,
appreciated.
Thanks,
Thanks, guys.
Okay, see
Bear
you guys.
down.
Bear down, back
Bear
down.
down.
Yeah. All right, let's see. Sure. That's what's awesome about this now, though, is that, again, I mean, you and I have talked about it before. I mean, Arizona could have been in a situation where you're like, all right, well, this whole thing is about to get redone. And I think they did an amazing job of being able to keep it the way it is. And I think that's a big part of what, what's so exciting about this is that they understand the community.
Yeah. And, it's something like, a coach once told me, like, adapt or die. Like, that's
Right.
college athletics. Adapt or die. Like, if you don't adapt to what's going on, you're done. And naming rights are everywhere. And
Right.
Arizona needed them, but I think it's important that they didn't just go to the highest bidder, corporate, whatever. Like Desiree and them, like they were on the same page. We're keeping McHale and the name and all that. There's companies that didn't even get involved because
Right.
they didn't want McHale. So I think it means something that these guys have lived the U of A.
And again, too, they're investing in the school. So I don't, like I said, it's a match made in heaven for me. It's really, really cool. And, like I said, hopefully we'll get to see Curtis in San Diego, and then we'll see Josh and Curtis in Indianapolis when we're winning the national title, baby. Yes. All right. So let's get a couple reads in here before we got Fran the man coming in here. All right. I'm running this show. I'm running this show by myself. So be very, very nice to me. All right. First. All right, hold on. Here we go. Boom. Let's see here. Hold on. I'm not used to running the show by myself, as you guys know. All right, Baggins, baby. All right, 12 Arizona locations, locally owned and operated. All food made in-house daily. Sheer, when was the last time you went to Baggins? Tell me now.
Last week had the sundown.
Yeah. All right, did you use code AZ12 for 15% off?
Obviously.
Yeah, all right, yeah. Join the VIP text club. Text Baggins to 877-797-0444 for specials and deals like BOGO Fridays. Free delivery with code free ride. All right, now, I'm going to tell you this, Sheer. We will endorse Josh and Curtis and Alkeme. No questions asked. They deserve it. They're great. We will not endorse Andre Veras, though. Very clear. Never. I am more likely to endorse Jeff Goodman. That's a shout out for you, Andre Veras, than I am for Andre Veras, but we will highly recommend Andre Veras. Confused about how your employer's 401k actually works? He can walk you through everything. This is about financial planning and what you have in the, what you're dealing with insurance, all of that stuff. Andre can also help you a little bit, be able to prioritize what you need. He'll review your income, taxes, and saving strategies so you understand what makes the most sense for you. Call Andre at 520-325-3456 and reference the Gladiator for an official for a complimentary education session. All right, now Eris Dental. All right, guys, we're gonna get back to the comments here in a second. Then we got Fran the man coming on. But Sheer, we should almost just which do you think Dennis Walsh was more instrumental in? Which read, the Eris Dental read or the Baggins read? Because they're both he made a huge impact both ways.
Yeah, I think the fraud that went out made the bigger impact. In my opinion, I did. Emotional impact for sure.
But guess what? Everything at Eris Dental and Land the Man is perfect, though. The 1990. Now Rebecca is not perfect because she is not real. But Land the Man and the championship package are 1997 for dental implants. Generally, you have to go to Zimbabwe, and you don't even know if they're putting axle grease in your face or something. You actually have to. It's going to be clean here, and it's only 1997, and they only offer necessary treatment. Don't wake up with a bunch of axle grease in your cheeks. Check it out. The championship package, dental implants, and urgent care. All right, now we got one more. Sheer, front pipe, talk to me. How's it going?
Flowing, powerful, girthy,
right?
And all because of Danny Foster and his people.
All right, Danny Foster does an amazing job. Gas, water, sewer repairs, 24/7 service, 10% off when you mention the AZ12 podcast. Call 520-603-3817 to schedule service today. Sewer line coating, point repairs, licensed, bonded, and insured. Okay, all right. I'm going back to the main screen. Hold on a second here. Hold on a second.
You're doing really well. I think something's up with Cody. Cody didn't. We said rough night. Cody didn't get drunk or anything.
Right. Yeah. Cody had kid issues. So
I'm texting. I mean, I don't know.
All right. Well, hopefully. Okay. I endorse good. All right. You guys can endorse it all you want. All right. Now let's talk a little bit about, then about Arizona and where it's at. Also, you know what's really, and I can't remember. Your guy, Bruce Pearl.
What do you mean, my guy?
You love Bruce Pearl.
Yeah, no, and not last week. I didn't.
Bruce Pearl sucks, but Bruce Pearl actually made a really, really good point. And he said, he's like, when he's not making his political points, Bruce Pearl made a interesting point where by the way, look at this. Look at it. I got the push up top or the push up polo. Yeah. All right. Bruce Pearl made a really good point though, where he said the reason you got to like Arizona right now is they're healthy. He says, you look around college basketball and I know, knock on wood or knock on the fake wood desk that I have right here. Knock on fake wood. Hey, if you knock on fake wood as opposed to wood, does it cancel?
I knock on anybody's wood. You give me wood, I'm knocking it.
Danny Foster, baby. All right, back to pipe. All right. So would you rather have a beer with Goodman or Pearl? Goodman, so I can confront him about 20 different things.
Pearl would be more fun though.
Pearl would be more fun, but Jeff is more personal for me. Okay. So yes. All right. I'm gonna say this. No, I would never endorse him. Okay. So when it comes to Pearl makes a good point. Arizona's healthy. Look at the other teams in the country that are really, really good. Duke is missing, obviously, Caleb Foster. I doubt that he's actually going to play.
He's not playing. He's got a broken foot.
Well, dude, they're trying to pretend that he might be able to come back. I don't believe it.
Okay. He's not playing. The one that'll be interesting is Patrick Nabanga.
I'll say this. If they don't have Patrick and Bamba against St. John's, they're going to lose to St. John's.
Oh, Mike, come on. Even if they had 7 of them, you'd still pick St. John's.
Oh, that's true. But let's not let that get.
I mean, what are you trying to fool us here?
Yeah, but no,
Mike showed me his bracket last night. It was just St. John's written on a big piece of paper.
They could they could get into they're in a lot of trouble though if he can't play.
Yeah, it changes significantly what they're able to do against bigger teams,
right? Such as the University of Arizona. And let's talk about Michigan here for a second. Michigan, LJ Cason, I like that guy. I actually, you don't really have a lot of depth off the bench now at the guard position. Your guards were already kind of meh to begin with.
Yeah. I like Cason. It would be the equivalent of Arizona losing. I don't know, but I like Cason because Arizona doesn't have a backup point guard. Well, Brandon Burke, but you know.
What is weird about Bruce Pearl though? I got a problem. I don't know.
You better be careful here. You better be careful.
It generally feels odd to me, though, when you're an assistant coach and you're tape recording your head coach so that you could send it off to the NCAA. That feels weird to me.
I like it.
I'm sure. Yes.
You play to win the game. You play to win the game.
Yeah, that's a good point. Now, Dick Wilson says, I think it's possible for St. John's to win all 4 regions. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. You could absolutely see that. Now, let's talk about Krivas here for a second. We haven't done, I'll do my bracket reveal. By the way, Andre Veras, the great Andre Veras in here, we got a Jeff Goodman shout out for him. Okay, so let's talk a little bit, though, about Krivas. Our good pal Kobe L. Thiel and Brogan were crashing out last night. It was very, very fun because of I was asking them who's better, Duke Brennan or Mo Krivas, and I said Duke Brennan's got a lot better numbers, and he's breaking records left and right at Villanova. That being said, though, Mo Krivas is a guy that you go into every single game, and not many people have a 7'3" guy that can do what he wants to.
Did you just turn your back on Duke? After last night,
I never said it. No, I never turned my back.
Holy! I mean, you went to war for Duke Brennan.
I pushed my push-up polo up. I didn't go.
You went to war. Lives were lost in that battle for Duke Brennan last night.
Yes.
Are we actually comparing the two, or are we just talking about how good?
I just wanted to bring that up just because it made me
okay. I know this. I only look at one game, Mike. Mm-hmm. I've covered Arizona enough. I'm looking at that 16.
Kobe L's in here. The fact that Kobe L fell for this. And was Sheer and I
for what? What are you talking about?
Sheer and I
what?
Kobe L was sending us Evan Maya advanced stats.
We gotta tell people what happened. So Mike and I have a love for Duke Brennan, and it's a love. That's real. Passion. But Mike started to defend Duke Brennan. I was like, I know exactly what this dude's doing. And Mike called me and he started laughing. I go, I know exactly what you're doing. And he's like, well, then help me. And I was like, sure. And you were like, well, Duke, I did this. Duke is more efficient.
Right.
He's more experienced.
Villanova is a more storied program than Arizona. He's breaking records that Mo never would. And Brogan and Kobe L are falling for it left and right.
They're like sending us advanced analytics. And
Yes.
we're like, I don't know.
Rebounds per minute and things like that. It was great, dude. I was dying this. Yes.
Dennis
Duh.
Walsh does make a good point. You did think
Dennis Walsh. We will not read that on air, but yes. We are doing a bracket, aren't we?
Yeah, we are doing a bracket challenge. I'll retweet the link. Cody's MIA today. But yeah, I think overall, like I'm only a one game guy, right? I think
just one game at a time.
I'm very curious about your opinion on this. Okay. Because you're very analytical and you're very smart and you're pretty all
very smart, but I'm not analytical.
Right.
Look at Kobe L. I fell asleep upset. Garbage. These Gen Zers. Go ahead, sorry.
How if you're Crevis, okay, the center for Long Island, who's not very good, right? But he's a shooter a little bit, a jump shooter. He's 6'8", 200 pounds. That's their center. I'm their center, basically.
6'8", 200 pounds. You're more like 5'8", 300, but go ahead.
Right. Jeez, I'm not 300. God.
Yeah, you've lost weight. Shear's lost like 30 pounds. He's looking a lot.
I'm not 300. That was very mean.
It's a solid 300. Don't worry.
Jerk. How do you do it? Do you like defensively? How do you do it? Or you just say who cares?
Does he shoot threes?
He shoots one every 2 games.
All right, just keep Crevis in the paint. Go out there, have fun. Just keep Crevis in the paint.
Let him shoot.
Yeah, let him shoot. If he's going to shoot, you know what? And if he starts making some, then we'll reevaluate. I don't want Mo on the perimeter. If you have Mo on the perimeter, that takes away what Mo does because Mo is the back line of that. Mo is
what I'm saying. No, and again, I'm not like scared of Long Island. I'm just saying like their power forward, Mike, is their best scorer. In my opinion, I watched some tape last night. I watched 2 Long Island games last night.
No chance.
I did. Their power forward is their best scorer. He's 6'5", 215.
All right. Arizona, again, just needs to destroy them down low. I mean, that's really all there is.
So here's my question with you now on this, right?
Right.
Their small forward is 6'5", 210. Right? Their shooting guard is small forward and power forward are 6'5".
Okay.
They're shooting their small forward, Greg Gordon. He's going to probably be guarding Jaden Bradley. He's 6'5". He was the defensive player of the year in their conference. Okay. He can't shoot. Okay. He's super athletic, though. Cannot shoot. He's 6 of 29 from threes. Literally can't shoot. Jamal Fuller, their 4-man. Are you following along here?
I've always
best shooter by far. 44% from 3.
Put Yvonne on him.
You put Yvonne on him and Koa on the non-shooter, right?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. And then I just tell Crevis to stay inside. And yes, Kobe L says, okay, so Mike says let him shoot. Yes, let the center shoot that only shoots 1 3 every other.
8 for 17 from 3 the entire year.
And you know what? If he gets hot and that guy makes 10 threes or whatever it is, then I will let him.
To put it in perspective, he averages 5 points a game.
Yeah, I'll let him shoot all day. I don't really care about that.
He's Canadian.
By the way, we got Fran coming on in a few minutes. Sorry, mouth fart.
Oh my God.
Man, I've been belching.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I don't know, man. Seriously, I think it's a hairball. I think I'm half cat. Is
that from last night, you think?
I just had too many Long Island Golden iced teas.
I will say this about their center as well.
How is their mascot not iced tea?
By the way, you've missed something. Aurora told me this.
What?
You realize what this is? Arizona iced tea versus Long Island iced tea.
That's a good point.
This is beyond basketball.
Right. Yes, that's that is beyond basketball. It means more. This
guy, by the way, their center, Mike, averages about 3.5 fouls a game.
Okay, cool.
He fouled out against Georgia in 15 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
He fouled out against Fairleigh Dickinson in 20 minutes. Like they should just foul him out right away.
Yes. Oh, by the way, Dick Wilson, over under how many LIU guys Tobey sends to the hospital? This is a tough game for the LIU with Tobey.
This is a game where I said it. I don't know if I told you or Shelby. I think if he plays enough, Tobey gets 20 rebounds.
I could see that. I could easily.
I legitimately think if he plays enough, he gets 20 rebounds.
All right, let's get some reads in here before
Kobe would say 1.1 rebound per.
Oh, that was great. Oh, that was another thing. Kobe was coming up with rebounds per minute. He was coming up with Evan Maya things, like all kinds of stuff, and he was still wrong. Okay, let's get some reads in here. Back the reads, baby. Okay, now Kopal. Sheer. What's that? Yeah, the elote rib. Everybody out there, go to Copal. Go to mymexicanmenu.com. What the heck? Hold on. Up. Oh, not good. Not good. Oh, we did it. Copal, Tucson's contemporary Mexican food. CopalTucson.com. Book your next large party or corporate event with Copal. Large party packages available. We also cater any event. Mexican food delivered nationwide at mymexicanmenu.com. Go in there and mention Mike Luke for a free elote rib. Who doesn't want to be us? Who doesn't want to be chowing
The
down?
roughest part of leaving Tucson, Mike, is knowing that I'm going to go a days without a Mike Luke elote rib in my mouth.
Yeah, no, it's not for the faint of heart. That's for sure. I'll put it to you like that. Yes. So check it out. Copal. Yeah. All right. Now what do we got? All right. RJ's Frozen Cactus. Red hot sports and ice cold beer, baby. Huge parking lot. You can park a jet in. Back the jet up. 100 craft beers plus $2 deals. Pizza, wings, tacos, burgers, and more. No bad seats in the house. You go in there. You can start yourself. You can watch some good games. You got a lot of different good stuff that's going on. And the food is really, really, really good. Really, 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 really good. And again, pizza, wings, tacos, burgers, and more. Check it out. RJ's Frozen Cactus. All right, what else we got here? All right,
we'll find out what happened to that guy that Tobe killed. Did he actually die?
I don't know if he died or not. We gotta figure that one out. All right, now. Welcome to The Rock. That was your sneak static for you right there. Two convenient locations. 50 plus locally sourced landscaping materials serving residents and contractors east of Benson, Sierra Vista, west of Marana, south to Nogales, north to Oracle. Go in there, back the Rock. Go in there, and again, I'm not sure that they'll deliver to Alcatraz. We've been over this before, but everybody's got a price. Everybody has a price.
Will they deliver to San Diego? Like if I'm lonely in my room and I need to look at a Green Valley decorative rock?
I'll give you Mike's number. I'm sure that they would be thrilled to bring you Green Valley decorative rock all the way to La Mesa. So, but either way, check it out. Green Valley decorative rock. Go in there and get some rock. Be like the great Brad Hawk. Get some rock with Brad Hawk. I like that actually. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Some rock with Brad Hawk. My God.
Yes. Okay. Now we got one more. Okay. All right. Casino del Sol, baby. All right. Now we had some very, very nice watch parties. You guys all showed up. It was great.
I want to get serious here for a second.
What's up?
And I know you came up to me. I'm going to embarrass you a little bit. You were moved. You came over to the table with that Shelby and we were sitting at, and you said, "Man, look at what we've built."
Mm-hmm. This is
right.
Big. This is big.
The amount of people that were at the watch party on Saturday was moving. Like we cannot thank you guys enough. Like it was crazy. How many people?
100 people. It was absolutely
no seats, standing room. Like it was just awesome.
My mom had to stay in her scooter and watch Dallas, and then spill out.
She was so excited, she threw soda in the air.
Yeah, she threw soda in the air, and Dallas was wandering off to go get petted by other people. And Dallas got to meet Dennis Walsh as well.
Dallas. So I didn't realize the service dogs, you could like kind of turn them off and on.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
When Dallas is off, he literally just wants to be loved so bad.
Yeah.
Like he's just like, "Come love me."
Up to people, like you can just like when you say, "Hey Dallas, you can be a dog now." He just goes up and just wants to hang out and just chill. He's very sweet. But Casino del Sol, very cool as well. We'll be having more watch parties there in the future. Very much appreciate it. Okay, now let's get back here. Okay, all right. Oh, hey Sheer, by the way, I did notes today. Check this out. Notes.
Holy, whoa.
Yeah, whoa. I can go 3 years without doing a whole page of notes. I did a whole page of notes. That's because we had people on there way more important than us.
People say Mike isn't professional. I give you those notes.
All right. One thing I've got to say about this, and this was something that we had at the watch party that is true. The women out there that are complaining about that they can't find any good men.
They were all at the watch party.
Yes. Here is the problem with that argument. Every time you ask one of these women this, well, and then they're always, and again, we came into another one. She's a very nice lady. We're not putting her down at all. She's a very nice lady, but she doesn't want to be with a man that is under 6 foot. She wants somebody that can take care of her. I don't know. She wants
We're just trying to set up some people that we know, and then we got multiple questions, and that person failed. Is this person 6'3"? What's their income?
I
Well,
think right. I think as well. I think as well. And no, she was actually she was cool. She was just funny. But then they complain that there's no good guys out there, and you literally your qualifications mean it that you have like there's only 3 people in the world that qualify for it, and one guy is living in England, the other guy's living in New York, and the other guy's in Caracas, Venezuela, or something.
Yes, I'm very interested in Idris Elba. Yeah, well, sorry.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, yeah, they want U of A player. Well, yeah, she did like Jason Gardner, so I'll say that. So, hey, Jason Gardner, not over 6 foot.
I think you said Jason Shear. I think
Yeah,
you said.
yeah.
I think you accidentally heard Gardner.
All right. So either way, it does crack me up the 6 foot and over crowd. Because if you're only 5'11", that's way too short. But all right. Also, I got another question here for you, real quick, and then we're gonna get to that friend of the man. If you could put your height, if women require their height on a dating profile, why can't men require the women's weight on a?
All right, is Fran here? Let's get him on the show. Okay.
Why not?
All right. Okay. All right. Hey.
Yeah, I don't understand why. Okay.
Okay.
We need an AZ
World Baseball Classic.
If we set up an AZ-12 dating site, do you think people would do it?
Oh my God.
Yeah, no, we should set up a dating service. Yeah, I think it's a fair question. Everybody knows that's a fair question. Yes.
You do what's your type?
There. All right. Yeah. Mike, please continue. All right. Yeah. Sorry. Okay. Either way, that was my little soapbox moment right there. Mike Luke Matchmaker. Yeah, that's what I do. Okay. Now, let's see here. All right. Now, Joseph Delgado wants to know why we talk so much about Ken Palm as opposed to the bracket Oryx or the bracket Express or something like that. I don't know what to tell him other than the fact that for whatever reason people like Ken Palm a lot more than bracket Express or whatever it was that he said.
Bracket Matrix
or bracket. No,
I'm going to give some credit here because it for the first time since forever it happened. Joe Lunardi did well this year.
Yeah, he did.
That's it.
The trap.
The trapezoid of excellence. Because that thing's stupid.
What is it?
It's Ryan Hammer's thing where like if you have certain stats, you're in the trapezoid of excellence. And
yeah, I like that guy.
You would hate it.
Arizona. Yeah. Andy, isn't he a Purdue guy?
I don't know. You would hate it.
Yeah, no, I don't like anything about it. I don't even know what it is, and it sounds terrible to me. Plus, trapezoids give
also, he dissed St. John's last night. You want me to get you going with metrics?
Yep, talk to me.
Ryan Hammer said everyone is picking St. John's as their dark horse to an Elite Eight Final Four. They're good in conference, but I'm not buying it. 0-3 versus 20 teams in non-conference. Big East games have been 6% slower with less threes and more rebounding and physical. It's a different game.
All right. Well, he can be wrong. That's fine. Yes. I'm redlining on this one. Now, is Drake really saying that AJ's returning to BYU?
No.
That would be awesome if he really did say that. Yeah. Okay, I'm with him on St. John's. All right, everybody else hates St. John's. You guys can all be wrong. By the way, we need to vlog this trip, though. I am going to ask Rick Pitino a question. I'm going to do it.
What are you going to ask him? That makes me nervous. No, you
Something
won't.
about
You won't.
spacing. Oh, no. Yep. Oh, gosh. Dennis Walsh, not good.
Oh, no, I thought you were kidding because it was so stupid.
Oh, no. Somebody clip that for me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dennis, can you send that to us?
Dennis, can you send that? Can you clip that and send that to us? Thank you very much. Okay. All right. So, all right. Now, waiting for Fran the man. Let's see here. I will message him right now. Fran the man, where are you? Hop on in. We're on Mountain Standard Time, right?
No.
Oh, we're on Pacific?
No, we're on Pacific, dude. Mountain is in an hour.
Crap, I gave him the wrong time. I just thought we were.
Just reschedule it, I guess.
Yeah. All right. You're the wrong time. We're on now. Any chance you can hop in?
Mountain time now is different because of the time change.
Okay.
Right now, he probably thinks that you meant 11:30.
Yeah, I know. I'm an idiot. I'm a total idiot. All right, that's not good. All right, sheer talk while I do this. I got this.
Look, when you're locked in, we're locked in on San Diego time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I've always wanted to do a 2-hour and 45-minute show.
Yeah, who doesn't? Yeah. All right. Yeah. I mean, who doesn't at this point? Yes. Mike needs a secretary to handle. Yeah.
So you see his notes?
Yeah,
What
dude.
do
I
you,
mean,
and what do you think Eduardo does?
yeah, I made my. Yeah, well, I'm an idiot then, man. That's terrible.
It happens. It happens. I was scheduled to go on the Big 12 network and they canceled on me last minute. It happens.
Okay, let's see here. Oh, let's see here. Oh gosh, Dennis Walsh just sent this to me. I'll look at this after the. I'll look after the show. But no, that's not good. All right, now let's talk then a little bit. I want to talk about Big 12 teams and how we see these Big 12 teams going out there. All right, now the one thing with the Big 12 is this, Sheer.
You want me to pull up their opponents?
Yeah. Pull up their opponents. Let's do that right now.
All right, I got it.
Right.
You ready?
Wait a second. We are Mountain Standard Time, which is the same as Pacific Daylight Time.
We're not Mountain Standard Time. The current Mountain Time is 11:53. I promise.
Ugh.
It's because of the time change. It's we are, but we aren't. We're unique. We're on Pacific time now.
So he probably thought that he was going to be coming on in like 30 minutes.
Yes, like in an hour. What time did you tell him?
10:45.
So he probably thinks 11:45 our time. Another hour or so.
Oh, I'm a moron. I am a moron. All right. Mountain. Hey, wait a second. Mountain Standard Time is 10:53. Take that.
Well, whatever it is, he probably, I'm just saying, he definitely thinks it's in an hour.
All right. Wow. Okay. Well, then I was actually right.
You're always right. You've never been wrong.
Wow, I'm actually right.
Listen.
Holy crap. All right. I'll take it.
Oh, hold on. They found weed everywhere in Aiden Holloway's home. This is good.
All right.
2. Oh, you want to know something interesting too? 2.1 grams. He was out with 2.1 pounds.
Right. All right. Let's go ahead.
In Alabama, 2.2 pounds is trafficking. Do you think they did him a favor, or do you think that he actually had...
They also, not only did they do him a favor, they announced it after the NCAA selection show.
But you could also say, why'd they do it after? There's loose marijuana in a bag in the living room. In the TV entertainment stand, there was more marijuana, a rolling train, a rolling whatever. They found some pills. Then in the bedroom in a backpack, there was weed. Then there was weed in a suitcase next to the shoe rack. Money in a jacket with more weed under the bed. In a spare bedroom, they had a box with weed on it. Box in the dresser drawer. Well, that's awesome.
Yeah, no. All right. So here's where I'm at with this. Can we
Weed
just
everywhere?
Can we just say something? Yeah. Well, we're trying. I didn't mess up the time. I haven't heard back from him now, but I didn't mess up the time. I said Mountain Standard Time. So
and he had promethazine.
All right. So I'm going to say this about Alabama and everything. That is an absolute criminal asylum that is being run over there. I've never seen anything like this. This is amazing. There was a tweet that was put out there that let me find this tweet. This is a very good tweet. I am very, very smart. Hold on. Let's see here. All right. Hold on. I'm going to find this one. Let's see here. All right. Hold on, everybody.
I just had a funny tweet too.
What just happened? Talk to me.
I said, hearing that he'll be suspended only for each pound found in his actual bedroom. 1 minute. So, yeah.
By the way, did you see what H-Stick said yesterday?
Yeah, I never liked that guy, and that's
I don't like H-Stick either. All right, so here's the deal with Alabama.
Stuff like that when you're taking $3 million, dude, you're the problem.
Yeah, and H-Stick, you weren't that good either.
Crap.
Oh yeah, okay. Alabama basketball under Nate Oates. Here, Brandon Miller delivers murder weapon to Darius Miles in 2023. Nothing happens. Darius Miles guilty of capital murder committed in 2023. Aiden Holloway arrested for carrying a pound of marijuana while driving before the 2026 NCAA tournament. Commit Jaquan Walton arrested on gun and drug charges in 23. Nate Oates shoves a Missouri player during a game in 2024. Nate Oates signs and plays Charles Bediako despite being ineligible after signing a professional two-way deal. People really don't talk about enough about a terrible reputation Nate Oates has created for himself and his team at Alabama. 4 players have been involved in felony offenses since 2023. Oates put his hands on an opponent's player, and he tried to illegally add a professional player into a team this season. I mean, that's a lot of stuff right there.
I see nothing wrong with anything you just said.
Oh, yeah. Clearly
it means more, dude. When you're trying to win because it means more, this is just some of the stuff you have to do.
Right. Yeah. I don't really get it. I don't know. I'm doubting we're going to be able
Look at Lute. What would have happened if Lute paid Darrell Arthur? Like you wanted Darrell Arthur wanted money.
Right.
What would have happened? You would have had a national title. Worth it or not worth it? You be the judge.
Right. Let's see here. Hold on a second. Let me see. Here.
That was an old cut, huh? You like that?
Yeah, that was good.
Darrell Arthur reference. Does everyone know that story?
Yeah. No, I do. Yeah.
Darrell.
What high school Darrell Arthur?
I don't know, but
Skyline, Dallas. Go ahead.
Darrell Arthur met Lute in an airport and said, "I want an insane amount of money, and I want a job for my mother, and I want a house for her too." And Lute said, "Nice meeting you. Good job.
Have fun in Kansas."
Yep.
Well, yeah, fun in Kansas. So, all right. So let's pull up the Big 12 schedules there. Sorry, everybody. I don't think we're going to be getting Fran on today, and it wasn't my fault actually.
Did you text back?
No, but I rescinded my apology. But
Wow.
I said I was actually right.
Hey, I'm sorry, and then like 4 minutes later said psych.
Yeah. Not this suit is. There's a Borat clip where somebody's trying to tell him not jokes, and he goes, he's like, all right, so you just say not, and then he's like, okay, I am going to the store. Not. And then so Borat mixes it up and he goes, I am not going to the store. And it's like, no, it's just not as funny. Okay, so let's all
right. First game.
Right.
Arizona versus Long Island.
Yeah, I love Arizona. I think Arizona's going to be just fine.
Second game, Thursday night closer, Houston versus Idaho.
All right, I like Houston.
Yeah, I think they're 20-point favorites. On Ken Palm, they're 20-point favorites.
The suit is black now.
Third game, your favorite, Iowa State versus Tennessee State.
HBCU against Iowa State.
Yep.
I'm going Iowa State.
24-point favorites. This game, I wonder if it gives you second thought. I'm very curious if this gives you second thought. Texas Tech versus Akron.
I'm still going. I'm going Acorn. Well, I hope I'm wrong, but I'm going Acorn in this game.
You think Acorn beats Tech?
Yeah, I think Acorn's going to win that game.
I'm going Tech.
Are you going Tech? I'd love to be wrong on that one. But I'm going Acorn.
Kansas versus Cal Baptist.
Cal Baptist. No, just kidding. Kansas.
And the best Big 12 game of the first round, in my opinion, TCU versus Ohio State. TCU is the underdog. It's not the only one. TCU is the underdog, like by 2 points.
All right. So what's the spread in that game?
I think like 2.5. Ken Palm has it as a 3-point loss for TCU.
Jake says, is there a chance that Kansas throws in the towel against Hawaii? Hawaii's got some amazing stats.
Hawaii's not even playing Kansas.
Yeah, they're not playing Kansas, right? Are they?
Hawaii's playing Arkansas.
Yeah. Oh, Cal Baptist. Sorry about that.
No,
okay.
Kansas will kill Cal Baptist.
All right. So and then that second round, Kansas and St. John's. You like Kansas over St. John's, you said?
Nope. No, not at all.
Yeah. I think they're running into a big problem.
You think UCF could beat UCLA?
Yeah. Why not?
Well, I mean, there's no.
Yeah. What's the line in that? 7?
Yeah, like 6.5.
All right. Yeah, I don't really see that one happening. Okay. So then, all right, let's look at Arizona then. Arizona, you would rather play then in the Sweet 16, assuming Arizona gets that far. You would rather play Arkansas than Wisconsin. This is true.
Here's what people in Arizona, here's what my people have to start realizing. And my guy David Woods, who's at 24/7 UCLA site, because UCLA fans are freaking out. This isn't the Big West tournament, guys.
Right.
This is the NCAA tournament. You have to beat good teams eventually here.
Right.
The fear that people have of Arkansas and Wisconsin, Arizona's better. No, I'm not saying Arizona's going to win. I'm not guaranteeing it, but Arizona's better than both.
Right.
We got to stop saying this is a bad matchup for Arizona and start saying Arizona's a bad matchup for that team.
These other teams have to play Arizona as well.
Right.
Like, and so is that kind of go with your, by the way, Fran is going to reschedule for tomorrow. So that is good. Well, let's do it. How do you, because what time do you want to do it you want to do a show in the evening tomorrow?
That's what your original plan was.
Yeah. We'll probably do a show, at like 6?
If you could come on. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. We'll figure it out. Okay. So that'll be on tomorrow. Okay. Yeah. All right. Go ahead. What were you talking
about? We were just talking about, I don't remember. Yeah.
All right. Doesn't
WNBA, I think.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, clearly. Oh yeah. Arkansas and Arkansas.
Yeah. Those are like those teams have to prepare for Arizona too. Like Arkansas doesn't have a great front court. Wisconsin doesn't have a great front court. Like they got to prepare for Arizona too.
Right. And so that's just part of the game. We're Arizona fans and we're damaged from March. This is true. March Madness nervous gas hits different. But again, And do you agree with what Gambo said about Arizona in the NCAA tournament? Did you see this?
No.
Gambo said it will be a colossal failure with the season Arizona had. And Gambo likes Arizona. He's not trolling. He said that it would be a colossal failure if Arizona does not make the Final Four, considering the season they had and the bracket that they're in.
I would say Elite Eight. I think it's really hard to make a Final Four, but I absolutely get that frame of thought from fans.
Normally I don't like that frame of thought. It's hard for me to really disagree with it because this bracket's not that bad, man.
I get it. I'm just saying, like, I don't want to change my thinking.
Yeah,
like,
that's fine.
I hate the idea of a failure of a season if you don't make the Final Four, because it makes it sound like it's easy to make the Final Four.
Yes. Okay. Arizona could, at the end of the season, have beaten Duke, UConn, Michigan, Florida, Houston, Iowa State, and Purdue. Yeah, I mean, you're absolutely.
I would say the Final Four is the hardest championship to win in all of sports.
Oh, well, yeah, because again, here's the thing. It's basketball. It's not football. Generally, the best team in football is going to win just because of the physicality. Sure, things can happen, turnovers, this and that. But basketball is one of those things where you can just go cold that day and you're going to lose.
And it's one game. It's not like the NBA where if something happens, you get 6 more games to make up for it. Like, this is one game, one thing, one injury, one bad night, and you're done. It just makes it sound like the Final Four is easy to do.
Yeah. All right. Now, 5 of a kind. I think this is kind of where I'm at. Not a colossal failure, but a frustrating disappointment. I will be disappointed if they make the Final Four, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to.
If they make an Elite Eight, I'm very happy. But it'll always be, man, why couldn't they just win that one more game?
Well, especially with this team, and if you lose in the Elite Eight, you probably lost to Purdue.
It was like when Arizona lost to Wisconsin, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was like, man, right?
Right.
And like when Arizona, and I could tell this story, when Arizona beat Duke, they lost to UConn in the next game, right?
Right.
And that was a game where honestly they should have beaten UConn.
Right.
And Sean, to this day, said that he believed that they would have won the title.
If they beat UConn?
If they beat UConn, they would have won the national title.
I would agree with that. I would definitely agree with that because that team was so good. And the thing about it, too, is that was the game where Derek Williams got into really early foul trouble.
He told me, I mean, I don't know if it's changed, but that was the most upset he has ever been after a loss in his entire career.
Right. Now,
that was that UConn game.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. And well, it's Jamel Horn. Now Dennis Walsh says, I believe in regressing to the mean. We are due a lot of tournament wins. It's coming. I like that. Dennis Walsh is basically saying we deserve this.
Well, see, Dennis Walsh is saying something that I've actually had coaches tell me too, is like, it's the idea, like, look at Bo Ryan.
Mm-hmm.
What was he, like 117? Right.
Right.
Yeah. Eventually, if you keep doing it, you'll break through. It's just inevitable.
Right.
Like, and there's so many good coaches, Mike, that were crap early on in their career, and that Arizona fans probably would have fired, or other fan bases would have fired. They would have fired, what's his name? Jay Wright.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like, struggle. And you're like, oh man, is this the right guy? And then boom, you have a national title. Like, if you do it enough times, eventually you're going to break through.
Well, and the thing about it too, though, I look at it and I'm like, that makes it interesting for me as well, is that a lot of times it happens when you don't think it's going to happen. Arizona's been a 1 seed 7 times before this, and they made the Final Four 1 time as a 1 seed. So, I mean, a lot of times it happens when you least expect it. When, in 94, they were a 2 seed. In 97, they were a 4 seed. In 01, obviously a 2 seed. So a lot of times it will happen, like I said, when you don't. And Arizona, Tommy's got the kind of talent in here where they're always going to be in that. They're always going to be in that kind of discussion.
Yeah.
So yeah, we shall see. Okay, but I'm scared, Jason. I'm scared. Well, you know what? Don't be scared. Don't be scared. All right, how far do you see BYU going, Sheer?
I actually think they could beat Gonzaga.
Yeah, I do too.
But I just, BYU is really weird, and the reason BYU is weird is because you just don't know. Like, is their defense? What is their defense? They actually defended in the Big 12 tournament, right?
Mm-hmm.
Texas could beat them.
Right.
NC State could beat them because if they don't defend, those teams will put up 100 points on them.
Right, for sure. And I think that's a little bit of the issue. So Fran is in Colorado, by the way. So yeah, slumming it in the rough streets of Colorado. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I get it. All right. So and AJ is good enough to win a game 5. So you've come around on AJ.
Yeah. I mean, I would take AJ every day of the week over.
Does Kobe still think AJ sucks?
Probably.
Yeah, okay. It's that is very, very interesting. I don't necessarily get that one. Okay, now I have BYU in the Sweet 16. I could see that. Do you have I was gonna say Houston. Wouldn't that be amazing if Houston got back to the Final Four?
I mean, it would just I think this is his last year, by the way.
Well, yeah, you're going with what Trilly's already reported.
No, there's some other Houston guys that think it's his last year too.
Well, right. I mean, yeah. Okay. AJ as a BYU sophomore will be a problem. Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
AJ as a senior is real tough.
AJ over Acuff, Skier, you're wild for that. Yes, I love Acuff. I'm the biggest Acuff fan ever. AJ's the easy number 1 pick in the draft. It's not even close.
Yeah, AJ's the number 1 pick in the draft.
Yeah, AJ is the number 1 pick. All right, so tomorrow then.
Once again, by the way, you taking shots at Duke Brennan is disgusting.
What? I never took shots at Duke Brennan.
You wouldn't take Duke number 1 in the draft. That's a shot, dude.
Well, I didn't. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. Yeah. All right. Hey, what are the top 10 reasons that the U of A will win it all? That's an interesting question there. That's maybe a topic for tomorrow. Maybe we will do that, Therapy Cat. Okay. So everybody, we are going to, we're going to probably, the show tomorrow is probably going to be at like around 6, something like that, because that way Sheer can get in and, we can get Fran the man with the master plan on as well, but it will be an evening show as well. Everybody, though, get to Little Caesars. Everybody, right now, go to Little Caesars. Code LCFREECC. Free crazy combo with a pizza purchase. And our code SAVE15. SAVE15 and get it. And we need some real times. Sheer, where can they find you doing your stuff?
WildcatAuthority.com and the Wildcat Scoop podcast with Shelby.
Let's see here. We could go 10 to and then... Oh, tomorrow?
Yeah, I don't mind.
Yeah, that's fine. It's
only a 5-hour drive.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. Well, maybe we'll try to do 10 tomorrow. That would yeah. Oh, the lovely lady is gonna real-time Little Caesars today. Very, very nice.
Let's just go if Fran's up for it, let's just go. We'll probably go 10 to 11 tomorrow and then just leave after that.
Yeah, that's perfect. That is perfect. All right. I love that idea. Okay, guys, we will be back with you tomorrow with Fran, the man with the master plan. We will make it work. Very much appreciate all of you. And Curtis and Josh, you guys were fantastic. We will talk with you all tomorrow. TTFN. Ta-ta for now.